Hey Braden, today we're going to talk about 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5 through 7. And this is the Apostle Paul, and he's writing a letter to the church at Corinth. It says, "When we arrived in Macedonia province, we couldn't settle down. The fights in the church and the fears in our hearts kept us on pins and needles. We couldn't relax because we didn't know how it would turn out. Then the God who lifts up the downcast lifted our heads and our hearts with the arrival of Titus. We were glad just to see him, but the true reassurance came in what he told us about you, how much you cared, how much you grieved, how concerned you were for me. I went from worry to tranquility in no time." Well, what a big difference that message from the Corinthians made to Paul. He couldn't rest. He was worried about the things that were going on in Macedonia. But that one little message, he didn't even hear directly from the Corinthians. It was just Titus, another guy, who came and told him what the Corinthians said. And all that they did was say that they were concerned, and that they loved him was enough to make him forget all about the problems in Macedonia. The fact that they loved him made him forget. So what that told me is we should really pay attention to the things that we say to people, because we have lots of opportunities to make other people feel good. And we should express that kind of love. The Bible says that they will know us by our love for one another, talking about Christians. That's how we're supposed to be identified. Other people should see us loving people and think they must be Christians. That's how we're supposed to be known. So what kind of love do we show? Sometimes I think we get too busy with our own problems, and we get too busy with what we need to get done, so we don't worry about telling someone else how we feel or trying to cheer someone else up. In this story, it didn't cost the Corinthians anything. All they did was say to Titus, "Hey, tell Paul we miss him and we hope he's doing good, and we're really sorry about the problems he's having." That's all that they did. It didn't cost them anything. And a lot of times it doesn't cost us anything to make people feel better either. Maybe just a little bit of time. But maybe that small amount of time can make a really big difference for someone else. So keep that in mind. Look for opportunities to make someone feel good and to make their day, okay? Love you.